Right. Today I'm going to discuss accounting concepts, lesson 5. We have discussed already lesson 4, prime in the books. I think there are 16 lessons we have to discuss on day level. Mainly can be divided by two parts, financial account as well as management accounts. Under financial account, there are 12 lessons. Balance 4 lessons we have to discuss under management account parts. As well as out of 16, grade 12 we have discussed. In grade 12, we have to discuss there are 10 lessons. Balance 4 lesson we have discussed grade 13. Think balance 6 lesson we have discussed grade 13. There are 16 lessons available. Subject relevant for the business organization. Think about business. Mainly can be divided by 3 parts. Trading business available, service business, as well as manufacturing business. Think practically business organization. Subject relevant for the business. Business, trading business, service business, as well as manufacturing business. Organization mainly can be divided by 2 parts. Profit making organization as well as non-profit organization. Think profit making organization as well as non-profit organization. Profit making organization further can be divided by 3 parts. First one, try to get idea about the business as well as organization. Then think our duty. Think sole proprietorship only one owner is available and partnership more than 2 owners available, more than 2 owners, and company more shareholders available. Think about profit making organization, main purpose for generate profit. But non-profit organization, main purpose social activities, not for generate profit. Right, we are going to discuss about the business as well as organization. Trading business mean purchase and sales available. Purchase and sales. Purchase from the supplier and sales to the customer. Trading business. Service business, they provided service. Think leasing company, insurance company, private schools, private hospital, they provided service. Manufacturing business, think there are more factories available, garment factory, furniture manufacturing business, car manufacturing business, mobile phone manufacturing business, and there are more factories available, manufacturing business. Separate lesson available, manufacturing accounts. Right. Therefore, we are going to discuss about the business and organization. think practically. Our duty in accounting, we are going to provide information. For provide information to the interest party. Think about interest party, employee, customer, supplier, manager, financial institutes, as well as government institutes, interest party. Our duty, we are going to provide information to the interest party. Therefore, we have to prepare financial statement, income statement, statement of financial position, statement of change in equity, statement of cash flow, accounting policies and notes. Those are the things we have to prepare to provide information to the interest party. Those are the interest party of the business organization. Our duty in accounting, we are going to provide information about the business organization to the interest party. Therefore, we are going to discuss how to prepare those kind of financial statement on a level. That is our duty. We are going to discuss how to prepare those kind of financial statement each and every business organization. Right, this is the path from the beginning. Changes in resource of the business organization during the accounting periods should be recognized as a transaction and events. All the business organization, when they are going to prepare financial statement, this is the path. First one, changes in resource of the business organization during the accounting periods should be recognized as a transaction and events. And second step, information about changes in resource, information about transaction events should be collected by using source documents. We have discussed. Information included in the source document should be recorded in the prime and books. Also, we have discussed. Information included in the prime and books should be recorded in the ledger, think general ledger, sub ledgers. We have discussed. By closing ledger accounts, trial balance should be prepared in the general ledger. Discussed already. If trial balance is not equal, error correction, also we have discussed. Then we have to discuss adjustment. But today I'm going to discuss adjustment together with accounting concepts. There is a process. We are going to provide information to the interest party about the business organization. For provide information to the interest party, we have to prepare financial statement. On the level, we are going to discuss how to prepare those kind of financial statement each and every business organization. This is the process. From the beginning, all the business organization, changes in resource of the business organization during the accounting period should be recognized as a transaction and events. Second one, information should be collected by using source documents. Think receipts, payment voucher, debit notes, credit notes, and journal vouchers, sales invoice, purchase invoice, source documents. Then information included in source documents should be recorded in the prime and books. Cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, purchase return journal, sales return journal, petty cash payment journal, general journal. We have discussed. Then think ledger also can be divided by two parts. General ledger, sub-ledgers. Sub-ledgers further can be divided by two parts, debtors ledger and creditors ledger. Then we have discussed how to prepare trial balance also in the general ledger. Double entry system should be applied only general ledger. Trial balance can be prepared only general ledger. That part we have discussed already. Right? If trial balance is not equal, error correction also we have discussed. Suspense accounts, profit correction, error correction parts. Then think how to prepare. Then after that, adjustment. Step number 7, adjustment, very important. Think based on trial balance. When business going to prepare financial statement, we have to apply accounting concepts, standards, rules, regulation. Therefore, we have to do some adjustment. Again, financial statement hadana kota based on trial balance, අපිට ඕන ඕන විදිහට හදන්න බෑ. We have to apply accounting concepts, standards, rules, regulation. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? අර trial balance එකේ තියෙන values වලට adjustment කරන්න ඕන. ඒ කියන්නේ සමහරව add කරන්න ඕන, සමහරව deduct කරන්න ඕන. Those are called adjustment. Therefore, today I'm going to discuss accounting concept together with adjustment. Accounting concepts and adjustment I will discuss together. As adjustment, we have discussed bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment, bad debts and doubtful debts, EPF and ETF adjustment, EPF and ETF, then inventory adjustment, damage stock adjustment, accrual prepaid expense adjustment, warranty adjustment, leasing adjustment, disposal of property plant equipment adjustment, depreciation adjustment, straight line based and reducible as methods, goods sent on sales or return basis adjustment, thing adjustment. Therefore, very important parts. I will discuss today accounting concepts together with adjustment. We are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement. මොනවද මේ පාත් එක යනවනේ හැම බිස්නස් එකක්ම. දැන් අපි ට්‍රයල් බැලන්ස් එක වෙනකන් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ. We have discussed source documents, payment books, ledger, trial balance. We have discussed. Now we are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement based on trial balance. When business going to prepare financial statement based on trial balance, we have to apply accounting concepts, rules, regulation, and legal requirements. Therefore, we have to do some adjustment. අන්නේව apply කරලා මේක හදනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? trial balance එකේ තියෙන values ටික කෙලින්ම අපිට දාන්න බෑ financial statement වල. සමහරව add කරන්න ඕන, සමහරව deduct කරන්න ඕන. Those are called adjustment. Therefore, very important parts. Today I'm going to discuss accounting concepts together with adjustment. Right. Right from the beginning, think about accounting concept also. Accounting concepts. Then I will discuss bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment from the beginning. Accounting concept very important. There are 3 questions. MCQ paper. Think about accounting concepts. Accounting concept mean assumptions. Accounting concept කියන්නේ හැම business එකක්ම when preparing financial statement, preparing and presenting financial statement, we have to do same type of assumptions. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙම දෙයක් වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරමු කියලා හැම business එකක්ම එකතු වෙලා ගොඩනගගත් එකඟතාවයක් මේ තියෙන්නේ. Assumptions. Right. Those are the accounting concept we are going to discuss. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ මේකෙන් මොකද්ද මේ කියන්නේ කියලා. මොකද්ද මේකේ තියෙන assumption එක. Right. Those are the accounting concept we are going to discuss. Think accounting concepts. Those are the accounting concept you have to apply. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ වගේ තියෙන්නේ මෙහෙම දෙයක් වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරන්න. මෙහෙම දෙයක් වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරමු. කියලා business හැම එකක්ම එකතු වෙලා ගොඩනගත එකඟතාවයක් මේ තියෙන්නේ. Common set of assumptions. Right. Think those are the accounting concept we are going to discuss on the level. Then තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ මේකෙන් මොකද්ද කියන්නේ. මේක apply කරන්න කොයි වගේ තැන් වලද. Right. From the beginning, you have to keep in mind accounting concept. Those are the concepts we are going to discuss. Business entity concepts. Second one, going concern concepts. ඔන මුලින්ම මේ ටික topic ටික පාඩම් කරගන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මේක ඇතුලේ මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න. Right. Second one, going concern concepts. Next one, periodic concepts. Money measurement concepts. Accrual concepts. Consistency concepts, substance or form concepts, realization concepts, matching concepts, and prudence concepts, materiality concepts, historical cost concepts, disclosure concepts. Those are the concepts we are going to discuss on the level. There are 13 accounting concepts. Lesson 5. We are going to discuss how to prepare financial statements, sole proprietorships, partnership and company. We have discussed already how to prepare trial balance in the general ledger by using double entry system. Now think how to prepare financial statement based on trial balance. ඔන්න දැන් trial balance එක base කරගෙන financial statement හදනකොට අපිට ඕන විදිහට හදන්න බෑ. concept and assumptions. ඒ කියන්නේ හැම business එකක්ම මේ වගේ දෙයක් වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරමු කියලා assume කරලා තියෙන assumption. හැම එකක්ම assume කරන්න ඕනේ මේ විදිහට. Right, today I'm going to discuss from the beginning. There are 2 assumptions, 2 accounting concepts. ඔන්න දැන් මේ පාඩම මම දිගට එක දිගට කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. I will discuss accounting concept together with adjustment. Today I'm going to discuss only these two parts. Then I will discuss adjustment part. Think prudence concepts as well as matching concepts. ඔර දැන් තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න මොකද්ද මේකෙන් කියන්නේ කොයි වගේ තැන්වලද මේක අපි apply කරන්න කියලා. Prudence concept as well as matching concepts. Right from the beginning think about prudence concepts. Prudence concepts. Right. It is given prudence concepts. Think prudence concept is given. Concept of prudence. 10th one. Right, first one, recognize what is meaning. Then think application parts. Right. Prudence concepts. Make a තේරුම තමයි asset and income should not be overstated. Asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. මේක summary තමයි asset and income should not be overstated. Asset and income should not be overstated. And liability as well as expense should not be understated. This part very very important. දැන් මේකෙන් කියන්නේ මෙච්චරයි. ඒ කියන්නේ අනාගතේ risk එකක් තියෙනවා වගේ පේනවා නම් අනව වෙනකන් ඉන්නේ නැතුව දැම්මම අපි ලෑස්ති වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒවට. අනාගතේ අවදානමක් මොකක් කර තියෙනවා නම් business එකට. We have to get ready for that. ඔන අනාගතේ risk එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අවදානමක් තියෙනවා නම් අනව වෙනකන් ඉන්න එපා කියලා අපිට කියන්නේ. Asset and income should not be overstated. ඒ වගේම අනාගතේ වාසියක් වෙන්න තියෙනවා නම් අනව වෙනකන් කන්සිඩර් කරන්නේ නැහැ අපි. අනාගතේ වාසියක් වෙන්න තියෙනවා නම් වෙනකන් කන්සිඩර් කරන්න එපා කියලා කියන්නේ. අනාගතේ අවාසියක් වෙන්න තියෙනවා නම් වෙනකන් ඉන්න එපා කියලා කියන්නේ. Application parts. Think asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Meaning of prudence concepts. Meaning. Application part. Think about provision. Provision for doubtful debts. Provision for depreciation. Provision for warranty. Provision for compensation. ඔන්න ඔය හැම provision එකක්ම කරන්න හේතුව තමයි අනාගතේ අවදානමක් වෙන බලන්න. දැන් provision for doubtful debts ගැන බලන්න. debtors ලගෙන් අනාගතේ හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. වෙනකන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ දැම්මම ලෑස්ති වෙන්න ඕන. Provision for depreciation නැත්නම් accumulated depreciation. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි පාවිච්චි කරන asset අනාගතේ නැති වෙලා යන්න පුළුවන්. Land, building, motor vehicle. දැම්මම ලෑස්ති වෙනවා අපි. Provision for depreciation. Provision for warranty. Warranty එක භාණ්ඩ විකුණවුවොත් කැඩිලා ගෙනාවොත් අපිට හදලා දෙන්න වෙනවා. Provision for warranty. කැඩිලා ගේනකන් අපි ඉන්නේ නැහැ. දැම්මම ලෑස්ති වෙනවා. All the provision based on prudence concepts. එතන මේ concept එකෙන් කියන්නේ අනාගතේ අවදානමක් තියෙනවා නම් වෙනකන් ඉන්න එපා. අනාගතේ වාසිදායක දෙයක් වෙන්න යනවා නම් වෙනකන් consider කරන්න එපා. Asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Application parts. Application parts, all the provision. Provision for depreciation, provision for warranty, provision for compensation, provision for depreciation, provision for gratuity like that. All the provision based on prudence concepts. All the provision. As well as think about inventory adjustment. Inventory, cost of inventory as well as net realizable value of inventory. We have discussed some example. Think how to prepare financial statement based on trial balance. Inventory financial position එකේ දානකොට lower value of cost and net realizable value should be recorded. Cost එකට වඩා NRV අඩු වුණොත් NRV කියන්නේ net realizable value. Net realizable value of inventory. Cost එක කියන්නේ inventory වල ගත්තු ගාන. ඒවා market එකේ විකුණන්න පුළුවන් ගාන තමයි net realizable value. If net realizable value lower than the cost value, think how much should be recorded financial position. Lower value of cost and net realizable value should be recorded financial position based on prudence concepts. ඕන තේරුම් බලන්න. All the provision based on prudency. All the provision for depreciation, provision for warranty, provision for compensation, provision for gratuity. අන්නේම provision එකක් කරන්න හේතුව තමයි අනාගතේ අවදානමක් තියෙනවා. බලන්න දැන් ණයට විකුණපු details ළඟින් අනාගතේ හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. ඒ වගේම අපි ගාව තියෙන motor vehicle land building අනාගතේ නැති වෙලා යන්න පුළුවන්. නඩුවක් දාලා තිබුණොත් වන්දිල්ලලා අනාගතේ වන්දි ගෙවන්න වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම warrantyත් එක බාණ්ඩ විකුණුවොත් අනාගතේ කැඩිලා ගෙනවොත් හදලා දෙන්න වෙන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. Based on prudency concepts. Prudency. Therefore, asset and income should not be overstated and liability and expense should not be understated. අනාගතේ අවදානමක් තියෙනවා නම් වෙනකන් ඉන්න එපා. අනාගතේ වාසියක් වෙන්න තියෙනවා නම් වෙනකන් consider කරන්න එපා. Today I'm going to discuss bad debts and doubtful debts assessment also. Think provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts based on prudency concepts. ප්‍රධාන තේරුම meaning එක තමයි asset and income should not be overstated, liability and expense should not be understated. That is the first part. Second part, application part. මේක apply කරන තැන තමයි inventory financial position එකේ දානකොට lower value of cost and net realizable value should be recorded in the financial position. Lower value of cost and net realizable value should be recorded on the financial position based on prudency concepts. ඔය inventory adjust කරනකොට අපි cost එකට වඩා NRV වැඩියෙන් තිබුණොත් වැඩියෙන් තියෙන ගාන අපි ගන්නෙ නෑ බලන්න. ඒතර NRV consider කරන්නේ නෑ. NRV කියන්නේ net realizable value. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ගාව තියෙන inventory market එකේ විකුණුවොත් ගන්න පුළුවන් ගාන. cost එකට වඩා වැඩි නම් අනාගතේ වාසියක් තියෙන්නේ. වෙනකන් ඉන්නේ අපි. වෙනකන් consider කරන්නේ. වෙනකන් consider කරන්නේ අනාගතේ වාසිය. Think inventory if net realizable value is lower than the cost value. cost එකට වඩා NRV එක අඩු නම් ඔන්න stock written off එකක් එනවා. අඩු ගාන තමයි financial position යන්නේ. හැබැයි cost එකට වඩා NRV වැඩි නම් NRV should not be considered. Cost value should be recorded under financial position also. On application part of prudency concepts. ඔන්න මම ඒවා ගණන් හදනකොට ආපහු ඩිස්කස් කරනවා මෙතන මේක ඇප්ලයි කරන්න මේ නිසා කියලා. කොහොමද තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ? First one think about definition නැත්නම් meaning and think application part. All the provision based on prudency concepts. ඒ කියන්නේ අනාගතේ risk එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒවා වෙනකන් consider කරන්නේ නැහැ. වෙනකන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ. අනාගතේ risk එකක් තියෙනවා නම් වෙනකන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ. Based on prudency concepts. අනේවට provision අපි කරන්න ඕන. Right, prudency concepts. Next one thing, matching concepts. Matching concept. Today I'm going to discuss only two concepts. Prudency concepts as well as matching concepts. Think even matching concepts, ninth one. Matching concept, ninth one. Matching concepts. Right. Concept is assumption. Concept can assumptions. Assumption. ඒ කියන්නේ හැම business එකක්ම මේ විදිහට assume කරන්න ඕන. Matching concepts. What's the meaning? It is relevant for profit calculation. Again, profit income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. That is the definition. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. ඒක තේරුම තමයි profit එක හරියට හොයාගන්න ඕන නම් income එකක් විතර ගන්නවා වගේම අන්න income එක generate කරගන්නකොට ඒ නිසා ඇති වෙන expense ටික deduct කරන්න ඕන. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. That is the definition of matching concepts. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. ඒ කියන්නේ profit එක අපිට හරියට හොයාගන්න ඕන නම් income එක generate කරගන්න යනකොට ඇති වෙන expense ටික. Example ටික බලන්න හොඳට. Think about depreciation. Think about discount allowance. Think about bad debts. අන්නව කවදාවත් සල්ලි වලින් කරන expense නෙවෙයි බලන්න. But should be considered as expense based on matching concepts. මොකද sales income එක වැඩි කරගන්න තමයි ණයට විකුණුවේ. එහෙනම් ණයට විකුණපු නිසා ඇති වෙන debtors ලගේ නැති වෙලා යන ටික bad debts should be considered as expense. හොඳට බලන්න. ණයට විකුණාවේ sales වැඩි කරන්න sales වැඩි වෙනවා වගේම ඒ නිසා ඇති වෙච්ච debtors ලගේ නැති වෙලා යන ටික bad debts should be considered as expense. Discount allowed also same way. බලන්න දැන් discount එකක් allowed කරන්න හේතුව තමයි ණයට විකුණපු debtors ලගෙන් සල්ලි එකතු කර ගන්නකොට අඩු කරනවා ගාණක්. ඒතර ඒකත් අදාළ වෙන්නේ sales income එක generate කරගන්න යන නිසා තමයි ඒක ඇතුනේ බලන්න. sales වැඩි කරන්න ණයට වික්කා. දැන් ණයගැතියුන්ගෙන් වෙලාවට සල්ලි ගන්න අපි discount එකක් දුන්නා. සල්ලි හම්බෙන්නේ නැති ටික bad debts. අන්නේම සල්ලි වලින් ගෙවන්න නැති expense තියෙනවනේ. අන්න ඒවා income statement එක අපි දාන්නේ based on matching concepts. Specifically discount allowance, bad debts, then depreciation, disposal loss, revaluation loss වගේ සල්ලි වලින් ගෙවන්න නැති expense. income statement දාන හේතුව තමයි based on matching concepts. matching මොකද තේරුම? income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. ඒ කියන්නේ income එක generate කරගත්තු නිසා ඒ නිසා ඇති වෙන expense ටික deduct කළා තමයි profit එක හරියට එන්නේ අපිට. income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. matching concepts. matching concepts. Right. All the expense should be recorded income statement based on matching concepts, but specifically non-cash expenses. depreciation. ඒවා කවදාවත් සල්ලි වලින් ගෙවන්නේ නැහැ බලන්න. නමුත් depreciation expense එක විතර ගන්න හේතුව තමයි motor vehicle පාවිච්චි කරලා තමයි sales income එක generate කරගත්තේ. එහෙනම් sales income එක income එක විතර ගන්නවා නම් ඒ නිසා පාවිච්චි කරපු motor vehicle වල නැති වෙලා යන ටිකත් depreciation also should be considered as expense. Therefore very important this parts. matching concept එකේ mean එක තමයි income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. ඒ කියන්නේ profit එක හරියට හොයාගන්න ඕන නම් income එක generate කරගන්න යනකොට ඒ නිසා ඇති වෙන expense ටික අඩු කරන්නත් ඕන. ඒ වගේම think about sales, it corresponding expense cost of sales. ඔන්න purchase කරන ළමයි expense එකක් නෙවෙයි based on matching concepts. purchase වලින් expense වෙන්නේ only cost of sales. out of purchase as expense should be considered only cost of sales, not purchase. හොඳට බලන්න cost of sales calculation වල මතක් කරගන්න පොඩ්ඩක් cost of sales calculation. think goods available for sales, opening stock plus purchase minus purchase return, then goods available for sales අන්න එකෙන් deduct කරන මොනවද අපි? damage stock, donation, drawings, closing stock. අන්නේ හතරම cost of sales වන තැන deduct කරන්න හේතුව තමයි matching concepts. income sales, it corresponding expenses cost of sales. එහෙනම් cost of sales හොයනකොට purchase වලින් අපි අඩු කරලා දානවා damage stock, donation, drawings and closing stock. on application part of matching concepts. sales is income, it corresponding expenses cost of sales. Therefore under cost of sales calculation, as a closing stock, as a damage stock, as a stock donation, as a drawings should be deduct cost value. And all the expense included in the income statement based on matching concepts is specifically non-cash expense. depreciation, discount allowance, doubtful debts, bad debts, revaluation loss, disposal loss වගේ සල්ලි වලින් ගෙවන්න නැති expense ටික income statement එකේ දාලා තියෙන්නේ based on matching concepts. income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. on ආපහු හොඳට අහගන්න. I have discussed prudency concept and matching concept already. concept කියන assumption. ඒ කියන්නේ හැම business එකක්ම when preparing financial statement and presenting ගණන් හදනකොටයි ඒවා present කරනකොට assume කරන්න ඕන එකම විදියකට හැම business එකක්ම. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ වගේ කාරණයක් වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරමු කියලා හැමෝම එකඟ වෙච්ච එකඟතාවයක් නෙමෙයි. assumption එකක්. therefore matching concepts and prudency concepts. දැන් step by step තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න. එක දිගට මම මේවා discuss කරන්නේ නැහැ ඔක්කොම. step by step. right, prudency concept mean asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. All the provision for depreciation, provision for warranty, provision for compensation, provision for gratuity, and හැම provision එකම කරන්නේ අනාගත අවදානමක් තියෙන නිසා. Based on prudency concepts. And invent should be include financial position, lower value of cost and NRV also based on prudency concepts. Application parts. Matching concept mean income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Profit එක හරියට හොයන්න ඕන නම් income එක generate කරගන්න යනකොට ඒ නිසා ඇතිවෙච්ච expense ටික deduct කරන්න ඕන. මම දැන් ණයට විකුණන්නේ sales වැඩි කරන්න. එතකොට create කරන details ලගේ නැති වෙන bad debts. Discount allowance. Expense එකක් විදිහට ගත්තේ නැත්නම් profit එක වැරදිනවා. Income එක match වෙන්නේ නැහැ expense එකත් එක්ක. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Definition. Think cost of sales calculation, damage stock, donation, drawings and closing stock. Purchase කරන expense එකක් නෙවෙයි. Purchase වලින් expense වෙන්නේ only cost of sales. Purchase වලින් part එක තමයි damage stock, donation, drawings, closing stock. Those are not expense. Closing stock not expense. ඒ කියන්නේ purchase අපිට සම්පූර්ණ expense එකක් විදිහට ගන්න බෑ. Expense එකක් විදිහට ගන්නේ only cost of sales based on matching concepts. Right. Now I am going to discuss adjustment parts. Then next week also I will discuss some part of accounting concepts. මේ පාඩම එක දිගට discuss කර තේරුම් ගන්න අමාරුයි. මම step by step මේක discuss කරන්නේ. ඔන්න දැන් තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන prudency concept and matching concepts. Then I will discuss together with accounting concept adjustment part also. Right. Think adjustment very important. දැන් මෙතනින් එහාට අමාරු part එක තමයි adjustment. දැන් අපි කරන්න හදන්නේ sole proprietorship partnership company වල financial statement හදන්න යන්නේ. දැන් අපි හදන්න ඕනේ base එක දාලා දෙන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ trial balance වෙනකන් ගාන දැන් අපි හදලා දෙන්න. Think transaction events, source documents, prime end books, ledger, then trial balance. That part we have discussed already. Or then trial balance එක හැදුවට පස්සේ based on trial balance, when we are going to prepare financial statement, we have to do some adjustment. Therefore, we will discuss accounting concept together with adjustment also. That from the beginning, I am going to discuss bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment. Now, මුලින්ම adjustment එක තේරුම් ගන්න. Adjustment තියෙනවා 15ක් විතර. Bad debts and doubtful debts කියන adjustment එකක්. Accrual expense, prepaid expense කියන adjustment එකක්. Accrual expense and prepaid expense. Inventory කියන adjustment එකක්. Damage stock adjustment. Then leasing adjustment, warranty adjustment, sales or return basis adjustment, then revaluation adjustment, disposal adjustment available. Like that, there are more adjustment available. More adjustment. But today I'm going to discuss bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment. Think about this paper it has given bad debts and doubtful debts, as well as given depreciation, EPF and ETF adjustment also available. EPF and ETF adjustment definitely there on the paper, and it has given depreciation adjustment, depreciation statement basis, as well as reducing balance methods. You have to know how to calculate depreciation, statement basis, as well as reducing balance methods. Adjustment. Then it has given disposal adjustment also. Think disposal adjustment. Then I will discuss goods sent on sales or return based adjustment. ඔන්න මේක දාලා තියෙන depreciation adjustment, disposal, EPF and ETF, bad debts and doubtfuls. හතරයි මේක තියෙන්නේ. But I will give separate tudes for disposal, revaluation adjustment, leasing adjustment, warranty adjustment, accrual prepaid adjustment. I will discuss separate tudes. But in this tude, I am going to discuss there are 4 adjustments: bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment, EPF and ETF adjustment, depreciation adjustment, disposal adjustment. Further, we will discuss revaluation adjustment, leasing adjustment, warranty adjustment, inventory adjustment, accrual and prepaid expense adjustment. Right, from the beginning I'm going to discuss bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment. Think relevant accounting concept, matching concept and prudency concepts. Or the make another concept එක තමයි matching concept and prudency concepts. Concept පාඩම ටික ටික අල්ලගන්න try කරන්න ළමයි. Right, think about bad debts and doubtful debts. Bad debts මේ දෙකම create වෙන debtors නිසා. What is the meaning of bad debts? Bad debts කියන්නේ debtors ලගෙන් sure එකටම සල්ලි හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. ණයට විකුණපු debtors ලගෙන් එක්ක මිය ගිහිල්ලා ගන්න විදියක් නැහැ. නැත්නම් රටින් පැනලා ගිහිල්ලා ගන්න විදියක් නැහැ අපිට. නැත්නම් බුන්වත් වෙලා. අධිකරණ ඩිසයිඩ් කරලා තිනවා බෑන්ක්‍රෆ්ට්. මෙයාට කිසිම ගෙවන්න හැකියාවක් නැහැ කියලා. අන්න ඒව අධිකරණ ඩිසයිඩ් කළොත් එහෙම අපිට යාගේ සල්ලි ගන්න බෑ. බෑඩ් ඩෙබ්ට්ස් කියන්නේ ඒවට. ණයට විකුණපු ඩෙටර්ස් ලගෙන් සල්ලි අපිට හම්බෙන්න ඕන. ෂුවර් එකටම හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. කන්ෆර්ම්. මැරිලා. එක්ක මිය ගිහිල්ලා නැත්නම් රටින් ගිහිල්ලා නැත්නම් බෑන්ක්‍රෆ්ට් වෙලා. අධිකරණ ඩිසයිඩ් කරනවලු මෙයාට කිසිම ගෙවීමේ හැකියාවක් නැහැ කියලා. අන්න එහෙම වුණාට පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලෝ ආයෙ කරන්න බෑ අපිට. It is called bad debts. Think it is confirmed amount receivable from debtor cannot be recovered. Sure එකටම හම්බෙන්නේ නැත්නම් those are called bad debts. What is double entry? අන්න ඒකට සමාන වචන තමයි impairment loss කියන්නේ. Impairment loss equal bad debts. The bad debts කියන්නේ sure එකටම හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ සල්ලි. It is confirmed. Double entry, bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. That part we have discussed already in the double entry system also. But the තේරුම් ගන්න bad debts කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? How to adjust? Think bad debts equal impairment loss on trade receivable also. Double entry, bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. Think allowances for doubtful debts. Allowances for expected losses. It is called provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts, it is equal allowances for expected losses. What is the meaning? Debtor value will not be able to recover. අර හම්බෙන්න පුළුවන් debtorsලා ඉන්නවනේ. දැන් ෂුවර් එකටම හම්බෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ඒකේ bad debts. ඉතුරු කට්ටියෙන් හම්බෙනවනේ දැන්. හැබැයි අන්නේ කට්ටියකමුත් අපි හම්බෙනවා කියලා හිතුවට හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඉස්සරහදී. It is called doubtful debts. Meaning of doubtful debts, debtor value will not be able to recover in future. Debtor value will not be able to recover in future. It is called doubtful debts based on prudency concepts. මොනවා අනාගත අවදානමක් තියෙන්නේ. ණයට විකුණවව sales වැඩි කරගන්න. sales වැඩි වුණා. දැන් debtors ළඟින් සල්ලි ගන්න ඕන අපි. ඔන්න ගන්න බෑ ෂුවර් එකටම. එක්ක මිය ගිහිල්ලා. bad debts. Matching concepts. ඔන්න මේ bad debts වල තියෙන matching concept එක තියෙන්නේ. income එක generate කරගන්න යනකොට තමයි මේ bad debts කියන එක නැති උනේ බලන්න. ණයට විකුණවුවා දැන් හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ සල්ලි. ඇයි ණයට sales වැඩි කරන්න. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Therefore, bad debts affect matching concepts. Matching. But allowances for doubtful debts. ඔන්න මේකට concept දෙකම අදාළ වෙනවා. Prudency concepts as well as matching concepts. ඇයි prudency concept එකන්නේ? අවදානමක් තියෙනවා. debtors ළඟින් අනාගතේ හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. debtor value will not be able to recover in future. අනාගතේ අවදානමක් තියෙනවා නම් වෙනකන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ අපි. Therefore, based on prudency concepts, debtor value will not be able to recover in future. It is called doubtful debts. What is the double entry? Doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. මෙන්න මේ doubtful debts expense එක income statement එකේ අපි දාන්නේ expense එකක් විදියට based on matching concepts. income statement expense එකක් විදියට යනවා නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන් matching concept එක එනවා. provision for doubtful debts නිසා එනවා prudency concepts. අනාගතයේ අවදානමක් තියෙනවා හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් සල්ලි prudency concepts. That value also should be considered as expense. Double entry doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. මේකත් expense එකක් විතර යනවා income statement. අන්නේ යන්නේ based on matching concepts. Think application part of matching concepts and prudency concepts. Bad debts double entry, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. But doubtful debts double entry, doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Right now, think about question number 1. Then make up ගාන හදලා තේරුම් ගන්න බලන්න. Read carefully question number 1. Read carefully. It has given trial balance. Think how to adjust bad debts as well as doubtful debts. Bad debts and doubtful debts. Think how to adjust. First one, read carefully. It has given trial balance also. Think bad debts available adjustment. Think how to record the ledger accounts. Bad debts it has given adjustment. Trial balance it has given only data value. Think bad debts not available trial balance. And read carefully adjustment. It has given 8,000 will be written off from data as an impairment loss on trade receivable. Impairment loss on trade receivable mean bad debts. Impairment loss on trade receivable mean bad debts. 8,000 should be written off from data as an impairment loss on trade receivable. That's the first part. And second part, balance of allowances for expected losses on trade receivable as at 31st March 25 should be 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Should be 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Then there are two adjustments, bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment. Bad debts equal impairment loss on trade receivable. Think bad debts equal impairment loss on trade receivable and doubtful debts equal expected losses on trade receivable. මොනවා ණයට විකුණනවා sales වැඩි කරන්න. For increase sales, think credit sales available. දැන් ප්‍රශ්නේ මොකද්ද? අන්නේම ණයට විකුණපුවම create වෙන debtors ලගෙන් අනාගතේ අපිට හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. සමහර කට්ටියගේ ෂුවර් එකටම හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. එක්ක debtor කෙනෙක් මිය ගියොත් ගන්න විදියක් නැහැ අපිට. එයා රටින් පැනලා ගියොත් එයා bankrupt වුණොත් those are called bad debts. It is confirmed debtor value cannot be recovered. ඉතුරු කට්ටියගෙමුත් මේ යන විදියට හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. It is called doubtful debts. Debtor value will not be able to recover in future. It is called doubtful debts. Think about matching concepts and prudency concepts. Provision for doubtful debts, prudency. But doubtful debts expense, bad debts expense should be recorded income statement based on matching concepts. Income statement එකේ expense එකක් විතර දාන්නේ. මොනවද? Bad debts as well as doubtful debts based on matching concepts. But provision for doubtful debts based on prudency concepts. Prudency. Right, question number 1. There's relevant ledger account for the year end 31st March 25. There's relevant ledger accounts. Right, think bad debts available trial balance also. Bad debts it has given adjustment. Think bad debts double entry. Debtor control account credit, bad debts account debits. They have prepared debtor control account as well as bad debts accounts. And think doubtful debts double entry. Doubtful debts expense account debit. Allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Allowances for doubtful debts. Therefore, they ask ledger accounts. You have to prepare 4 ledger accounts. First one, debtors accounts. Debtor equal trade receivable. Think debtor control accounts. As well as bad debts accounts. Prepare the ledger accounts, bad debts. And doubtful debts expense accounts. Doubtful debts. Think doubtful debts expense accounts. And allowances. Allowances for doubtful debts. Allowances for doubtful debts. It is equal provision for doubtful debts. Think provision for doubtful debts also same. Debtor, bad debts, doubtful debts expense accounts, and allowances for doubtful debts. Think how to record the ledger accounts. Question number 1. Bad debts and doubtful debts. Adjustment. What the may I know whether sole proprietorships, partnership, and company. All the business organizations available those kind of adjustment. Therefore, you have to know how to adjust bad debts, doubtful debts. There are two adjustments. Prepare for ledger accounts, data control accounts, bad debts accounts, doubtful debts expense accounts, and allowances for doubtful debts. Prepare the ledger accounts from the beginning. Hadan padangan. Think bad debts as well as doubtful debts. Prepare ledger accounts and record given balance as a BBF. Think how to adjust bad debts as well as doubtful debts. Prepare for ledger accounts. And first one record given balance as a BBF. BBF means balance brought forwards. There are two adjustment available. Adjustment dekak thiyena. Bad debts as well as doubtful debts. Prepare for ledger accounts. Then record given balance as a BBF. Think debtors account balance available. Bad debts account. Bad debts it has given only adjustment. On මේ ගන්න debtor විතරයි balance එක තියෙන්නේ. They have debtors account as a balance brought forwards. 58,000. Debtor asset debit side as a BBF. Balance brought forwards. Sometimes it has given bad debts account also balance it has given. And sometimes it has given allowances for doubtful debts also balance. But in this example, it is given only debtor account balance. On මුලින්ම කරන්නේ trial balance එක තියෙන balance එක දාගන්න BBF කියලා. Those are adjustment. Now see the adjustment. Question number 1. 8,000 should be written off from debtor as an impairment loss on trade receivable. Think 8,000 should be written off from debtor as an impairment loss on trade receivable. What is the double entry? Think there are two adjustments. First one, bad debts. Effect for debtor decrease. They have debtors account credit 8,000, bad debts account debit 8,000. Step number 1. Bad debts account debit as a debtor and debtors account credit as a bad debts. As a bad debts. Bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. Then debtor asset closing balance should be calculated. Think debtor's asset balance should be carried down. Debit side total money equal 58,000 and take the same value credit side 58,000 and difference value as a balance carry down. Think closing balance of trade receivable equal 50,000. That value should be recorded debit side as a balance brought forwards. Debtor assets balance brought forwards. Here balance carry down. Think double entry for bad debts. Bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. Bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. Think bad debts available in the adjustment, not recorded yet. Double entry system should be applied. Debtors line adu karanna ඕනේ bad debts expense. This is the first part. And then second part, doubtful debts. What is the double entry? Doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. How to calculate? It has given balance of allowances for expected losses on trade receivable as at 31st March 25 should be 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Think allowances for expected losses. When we make a closing balance equal වෙනවලු 10% of remaining balance of trade receivable. Making 10% වලට. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉතුරු debtors ලාගෙමුත් 10% sure නැතිලු අපිට. අනාගතේ හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්ලු. Debtor value will not be able to recover based on prudency concepts. Based on prudency concepts, we have to get ready for that. අනාගතේ අපිට හිතෙනවා මේ යන විදියට මේකෙන් 10% විතර ගන්න බැරි වෙයි කියලා. අන්න අපි ලෑස්ති වෙන්න ඕන බලන්න. bad debts කියන්නේ ෂුවර් එකටම හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ based on matching concepts. බලන්න. debtors ලා create උනේ ණයට විකුණපු නිසා. ඇයි ණයට වික්ක? sales වැඩි කරන්න. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Then debtor value will not be able to recover. Confirm වෙලා නැහැ. හැබැයි based on past experience පහුගිය අවුරුද්දට අපිට එහෙම වෙලා තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් මේ අවුරුද්දෙත් එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Debtor value will not be able to recover. It is called doubtful debts. How to calculate? Based on remaining balance of trade receivable 10%. ඔන්න ඊතුරු debtors ලගේ බලන්න 50,000 තියෙන balance එක. Based on that value 10% equal doubtful debts. Value equal 5,000. What is the double entry? Doubtful debts expense account debit. Allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Think doubtful debts expense account debit and allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Double entry. Therefore, think value should be calculated based on remaining balance of trade receivable 10%. Based on remaining balance of trade receivable 10% equal doubtful debts. ඉතුරු debtors ලාගේ මුත් අපිට හිතනවා මේ යන විදිහට 10% විතර ගන්න බැරි වෙයි කියලා. අනාගතේ රිස්ක් එකක් තියෙන බලන්න. වෙනකන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ අපි. තාම කන්ෆර්ම් වෙලා නැති වුණත් පහුගිය අවුරුද්දේ අපිට එහෙම වෙලා තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් මේ අවුරුද්දේ එහෙම දෙයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. We have to get ready for that. Prudence concepts. Asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Therefore, based on remaining balance of trade receivable, හොයන විදිය තේරෙන්න ඕන 10% should be calculated based on remaining balance of trade receivable. Then think what is double entry? Doubtful debts expense account debit. Doubtful debts expense account debit 5,000. Allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Therefore, here as a doubtful debts expense and here as allowances for doubtful debts. Allowances for doubtful debts. Doubtful debts expense account debit. Allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Think bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. මෙන්න මේ දෙක expense accounts. Bad debts is expense and doubtful debts also expense based on matching concept. මෙන්න මේ දෙකම income statement දාන්නේ based on matching concepts. Should be recorded under distribution expense income statement. But allowances for doubtful debts mean asset accounts. Credit පැත්තේ balance එක තිබුණාට normal asset account we can see debit balance. Allowances for doubtful debts also asset accounts. Effect for asset decrease. Make asset අඩු වෙන account එකක්. Effect for asset decrease. Then there are two expenses available. Two expenses under sales and distribution expense. Debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts. Debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts should be recorded under current assets. So this is the way if it is given financial statement, think how it is closed. Think this is income statement. On income statement එකේ disclose කරන විදිහ බලන්න. This is income statement under sales and distribution expense. Sales and distribution expense and it as a bad debts. Any organization, if it may be sole proprietorships, it may be partnerships as a bad debts. Think as a bad debts. Bad debts will equal 8,000 and expense. And think doubtful debts also equal 5,000 as a doubtful debts expense 5,000 based on matching concepts. Application part. Think how to disclose on the financial statement. First one, think bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. Second one, doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Think expense should be recorded under sales and distribution and asset this one statement of financial person. Think about statement of financial person also under current assets. Under current assets as a debtor 50,000. Think about how to disclose. As a debtor 50,000, closing balance of debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts. minus allowances for doubtful debts. Think allowances for doubtful debts very equal 5,000. Therefore, net value should be recorded last column 45,000. Think there are 4 marks available. ලකුණු 4ක් එනවා paper එකේ. මෙතන 2යි මෙතන 2යි. Think allowances for doubtful debts කියන්නේ asset account එකක්. අහනවා paper එකේ. Think there are 2 entries. First one, think about bad debts. Debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. Second one, think doubtful debts, how to calculate? Based on remaining balance of trade receivable 10%. Based on remaining balance of trade receivable 10%. After that value doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. And expense should be recorded. There are 2 parts, bad debts and doubtful debts. And think statement of financial person also. හදාගන්න workings. Think how to record bad debts and doubtful debts. Think how to disclose income statement and statement of financial person. Question number 1. මේක හදලා ඉවර නම් 2 හදන්න ගන්න. Same information, only numbers change. Think about ledger accounts. If it is given balances, record as a balance board forwards. Think how to record bad debts as well as doubtful debts. Think how to disclose on the financial statement also. How to disclose. First one, prepare ledger accounts. Then think how to discuss on the financial statement also. Question number second one also same way. Prepare the ledger accounts, take the balances. Question number 2 also same way. Prepare ledger accounts and record given balance as BBF. Then record bad debts and doubtful debts. And disclose on the financial statement also income statement and statement of financial position. 2 also same way. Prepare the ledger accounts. Second try කරන්න බලන්න හදන්න. ගාන ඉස්සරහට වෙනස් වෙනවා. It has given sometime it has given balance bad debts also. Allowances for doubtful debts also balance available. Question number 2 like question number 1. Prepare the ledger accounts, take given balance as a BBF. Try කරන්න second one. ඊට මම හදපම හරිද කියලා බලන්න. Prepare 4 ledger accounts. And record given balance as a BBF. First one, record given balance as a BBF. And given bad debts adjustment, everything bad debts double entry, bad debts accounts, debit, debtors account, credit, double entry. Question number 2 also same way. Hadan try kan balan. Question number 3, 4 yana kuda vinas venama. Given balance bad debts as well as doubtful debts also. That question number second one, same ledger accounts. First one, record given balances as a BBF also. Prepare the ledger account, then think how to disclose on the financial statement, income statement, as well as statement of financial person. Think how to disclose. Question number second one. Think data is assets, but bad debts is expense. Data is asset, bad debts is expense. Question number 2. Hadan try karan. That first one, record given balance as BBF. Trade receivable asset debit side 84,000 as balance brought forwards. Sometimes bad debts can also balance, and sometimes allowances for doubtful debts also balance. The second one, and given adjustment 4,000 should be written off from debtor as impairment loss on trade receivable. 4,000. Think bad debts. Available adjustment not recorded yet. Debtors account credit 4,000 as a bad debts, but bad debts account debit 4,000 as a debtor. Bad debts account debit as a debtor, and debtors account credit as a bad debts. Thing is step number 1. Bad debts available in the adjustment not recorded yet. Debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. Think balance should be recorded as a BBF. Then closing balance of debtors should be calculated. Recent doubtful debts should be calculated based on remaining balance of trade receivable. Therefore, debtor debit side increase 84,000. Take the same value credit side and difference value as a balance carry down. Closing balance should be calculated. Think debtor closing balance is equal to 80,000. Based on that value, you have to calculate doubtful debts also. Debit side as a balance brought forwards. Based on that value 10%, it has given allowances for expected losses. It is called allowances for doubtful debts. Should be equal 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. When make a closing balance again 10% saman when on allowance again closing balance. Therefore, it is called doubtful debts. Again, may through data salagimut suvar nathi lopite 10%. Remaining balance of trade receivable equal 8,000. Based on that value 10% equal 8,000. Therefore, this is the doubtful debts. What is the double entry? Doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Doubtful debts expense account debit 8,000 and allowances for doubtful debts account credit 8,000. Based on remaining balance trade receivable. The double entry, doubtful debts expense account debit 8,000 and allowances for doubtful debts account credit 8,000. Here as a doubtful debts, and here as a allowances for doubtful debts. Double entry, doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. think bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. දැන් මෙතන තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ මේ allowances for doubtful debts කියන asset account එක. මේ දෙකම asset accounts. මේ දෙක expense accounts. මේ දෙක යන income statement එකට under sales and distribution expense, bad debts and doubtful debts, but debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts under current assets. Then think how to disclose income statement also under sales and distribution expense as a bad debts 4,000 and as a doubtful debts 8,000. As well as statement of financial position under current assets. Debtor closing balance equal 80,000. From that value, deduct closing balance of allowances for doubtful debts. Allowances for doubtful debts account closing balance equal 8,000. Think debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts equal, this is the, when make it up, carrying amount of trade receivable. Carrying amount of trade receivable කියන්නේ financial position එකේ දාන ගාන. Debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts. Think about allowances for doubtful debts also asset accounts. There's MCQ paper. Which type of ledger accounts? Make asset අඩු වෙන account එකක්. Normal asset account we can see debit balance. But allowances for doubtful debts also asset accounts. Why it has given credit balance? Effect for the asset decrease. Asset අඩු වෙන account එකක් මේක. Think how to disclose debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts. Bad debts and doubtful debts should be recorded under sales and distribution expense. Question number 2 හදාගන්න. Very important from question number 3. ඔන්න මෙතනින් එහාට එනවා under provision and over provision also. Bad debts and doubtful debts based on matching concepts. Based on matching concepts and based on prudency concepts. There are two concepts. ඒ කියන්නේ income statement එකේ expense එකක් විදිහට දාන්න දාලා වෙන්නේ matching concept එක. Provision එකක් කරන්න දාලා වෙන්නේ prudency concept එක. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses, as well as asset and income should not be overstated, liability and expense should not be understated. Based on prudency concepts, based on matching concepts. Question number second one. හැදුවේ නැත්නම් හදාගන්න. හදලා ඉවර නම් third එක පටන් ගන්න. Prepare the ledger accounts and record given balance. ඔන්න question number 3 ඉඳන් පරිස්සමින් හදන්න ඕන. Recognize under provision over provision also. Then think how to disclose in the financial statement. Question number second one complete. Then start question number 3. Complete question number second one. Then read carefully third one. Prepare same ledger accounts and record given balances as a BBF. Question number third one padangan. First one read carefully. Question number 3. And prepare the ledger accounts. Think given balances, allowances for doubtful debts also. Think bad debts account also given balance. Right. Question number 3. ඔන්න මේ ගාන තියෙන වැදගත් දේ තමයි it has given balances. Bad debts account also given balance. And allowances for doubtful debts account also given balance. දැන් මොකද්ද කරන්න කියලා බලමු අපි. First one, prepare the ledger accounts. Same way for ledger accounts. And given balance should be recorded as a balance brought forwards. First one, you have to know how to calculate and how to record. Then think how to disclose on the financial statement also. How to disclose. That same way, question number 3, prepare the ledger accounts and record given balances, debtor, assets, prepare debtors accounts and bad debts accounts and allowances for doubtful debts accounts, allowances for doubtful debts. Then think how to disclose income statement as well as statement of financial person, statement of financial person. There are 4 ledger accounts. Question number 3. First one, draw the ledger account like this. And think how to disclose income statement and statement of financial person. Mathik Hadanian Gan. Prepare 4 ledger accounts, record given balances as a BBF. Question number 3. ඔන්න මුලින්ම දීලා තියෙන balance ටික දාගන්න BBF කියලා. Balance brought forwards. Data is assets. See the trial balance. If it has given balances, should be recorded as a balance brought forwards. Think debtors account balance, it has given 921,000. Bad debts account also given balance. And allowances for doubtful debts also given balance. Think debtor as a balance brought forward debit side. Debtor 921,000. හොඳට තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න මේක. මුලින්ම balance එක දුන්නොත් ඒක BBF කියලා දාගන්න ඕන. And bad debts also given trial balance 39,000. Therefore, bad debts account also debit side as a balance brought forwards. Balance brought forwards. And allowances for doubtful debts account also. Allowances for doubtful debts accounts balance brought forward credit side. Therefore, balance will be recorded as a balance brought forward credit side. Allowances for doubtful debts accounts. Asset accounts. Effect for asset decrease, we can see credit balance. Debtor, bad debts, and allowances for doubtful debts. Allowances for doubtful debts. Right, first one, record balances. Then see the example. Read carefully adjustment. Bad debts available adjustment also. හොඳට කියවන්න බලන්න ඉස්සරහ. Record given balance as a BBF. Think bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment. Recognize under provision, over provision also. Under provision and over provision. Bad debts normal way, but doubtful debts there is a difference. Bad debts should be recorded normal way. But doubtful debts, there is a difference. Creditor, asset, debit side, BBF. Those are available trial balance. Bad debts also given balance. Bad debts. Allowances for doubtful debts. This is a previously closing balance. මේ අවුරුද්දේ opening balance කියලා එන්නේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ closing balance එක මේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ මීට සමාන ගාණක් expense වල ගිහිල්ලා. ගිය අවුරුද්දේ. Previously closing balance became this year opening balance. Bad debts account එකේ balance එක විදිහට තියෙන්නේ ගිය පාර balance එක නෙවෙයි. මේ තියෙන්නේ මේ අවුරුද්දේ වෙච්ච bad debts record කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Bad debts කියන expense එකක්. ගිය අවුරුද්දේ expense මේ අවුරුද්දේ එන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි මේ තියෙන්නේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ balance එක. මේක asset account එකක්. Bad debts එකේ balance එක විදිහට තියෙන්නේ already recorded value as a bad debts. But adjustment not recorded yet. හොඳට තේරුම් ගන්න මේ ගාන. Let's see the adjustment. 11,000 should be written off from debtor as a impairment loss on trade receivable. On 11,000 normal way, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. On bad debts available in the adjustment not recorded yet. Debtors account credit as a bad debts. And bad debts account debit 11,000 as a debtor. Bad debts account debit as a debtor 11,000. On a පළවෙනි step එක. Bad debts available in the adjustment not recorded yet. If F for debtor decrease, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. Then remaining balance of trade receivable on a debtor closing balance එක හොයන්න ඕන. හොඳට බලන්න මෙතනින් එහාට bad debts normal way, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. Then remaining balance of trade receivable should be calculated. Remaining balance of trade receivable. Think remaining balance of trade receivable equal as a balance carry down 910,000. This is a closing balance of trade receivable assets debtor debit side as a balance brought forwards. Remaining balance of trade receivable equal 910,000. මොනද මේකෙන් තමයි doubtful debts බලන්න ඕනේ. Very important this part. Think allowances for expected losses. හොඳට බලන්න adjustment එක. Balance of allowances for expected losses on trade receivable as at 31st March 25 should be 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Think trade receivable equal debtor, closing balance equal 910,000. Based on that value 10%. Based on that value 10% equal 91,000. Based on that value 10% equal 91,000. What is the double entry? How to records now? මොන දැන් තමයි හොඳට හිතන්න ඕන ළමයි. Think normal double entry, doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. Normal double entry. Doubtful debts expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts account credit. හිතන්න හොඳට මෙතන තමයි බලන්න ඕන දැන. මෙන්න මේ balance එකක් දුන්නොත් total value should not be considered as expense. මේක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම expense account debit කරන්න බෑ දැන්. We have to record difference value. It is called under provision over provision. මොකද දැන් මෙතනින් එහාට under provision එකක්ද over provision ද කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න ඕන. පළවෙනි දේ තමයි මේකේ balance එකක් තිබුණොත් මෙතන හොයන doubtful debt සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම expense එකක් විතර දාන්න බෑ අපිට. කලින් වගේ doubtful debt expense account debit, allowances for doubtful debts කියලා දාන්න බෑ. මොකද්ද අපි දාන්නේ? difference එක දාන්න ඕන. කොහොමද දාන්නේ? Think balance of allowances මෙන්න මේකේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනලු. හොඳට බලන්න adjustment එක. Balance of allowances for expected losses as at 31st March 25 should be 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Remaining balance of trade receivable 10% equal 91,000. අන්න ඒක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනලු මේකේ closing balance එකට. හොඳට බලන්න adjustment එක. මොකද්ද කියන්නේ කියලා. Balance of allowances for expected losses as at 31st March 25 should be 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනලු debtor balance එකෙන් 10% වලට. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන හොඳට බලන්න balance carry down, balance brought forwards, asset account මේක. මෙන්න මෙතනින් මෙතන carry down වෙන value එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනලු 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. දැන් difference එක ගැන බලන්න. කෙලින්ම doubtful debt expense account debit allowances for credit කියලා දාන්න බෑ 91000. මේකේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනේ 91000 වලට. බලන්න මේකේ තියෙන අඩුවෙන්. opening balance එක අඩුයි නම් අපි කියනවා under provision කියලා. අඩුවෙන් expense අරන් තියෙනවා. දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? ක්‍රම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එක තමයි මේක difference එක මුලින්ම ගන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් here difference value equal 28000. මේ දෙකේ gap එක කියනවා 28000. difference value. Right, what is the double entry? Doubtful debt expense account debit allowances for doubtful debt account credit. දැන් මේක මන්දි නිසා මේක වෙන්න ඕනේ 91000 opening balance එක අඩු නිසා මෙතෙන්ට අපි දාන්න ඕනේ. කොච්චරක් දානවද difference එක දාන්නේ. එහෙනම් මේක credit වෙනවා 28000 මේක debit වෙනවා 28000 91000 නෙවෙයි දැන්. මේ දෙකේ gap එක තමයි අපි දාන්නේ. අන්තිමට මේකේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕන 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Thing very important. Not 91000. Difference value. It is called under provision. Opening balance එක අඩු නම් under provision එක. Therefore, allowances for doubtful debts account credit as a doubtful debts. Doubtful debts account debit as a allowances for doubtful debts. Doubtful debts account expense account debit. Allowances for doubtful debts account credit. දැන් මොකද්ද මේකේ විශේෂ දේ? මේකේ closing balance එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම සමාන වෙන්න ඕන remaining balance of trade receivable 10%. ඉතින් 91000 අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕන අරගෙන 10% වලට. It is given adjustment. ඉතින් difference value should be considered as expense. ඔන්න මෙතන කෙලින්ම 91000 දාන්න බෑ. ඔන්න ළම අල්ලගන්න ඕන තැන. Based on matching concepts. Based on matching concepts, this is value should be considered as expense. And asset balance carry down. ඔන්න දැන් මෙන්න මේ දෙක close කරන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. Bad debts can expense එකක්. Bad debts expense should be closed. Close කරනවා කියන්නේ difference value as an income statement. Think debit side total value equal 50000. Take the same value credit side. Difference value as an income statement. Difference value as income statement. Doubtful is also same way. හදන්න බලන්න. Calculate based on remaining balance of trade receivable 10%. It should be equal closing balance. ඒක අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕන. Opening balance is given 63000. Opening balance එක අඩු නම් under provision එක. එහෙනම් යන්නේ difference එක. කොහොමද opening balance එකක් තිබුණොත් යන්නේ difference එක. It may be under provision, it may be over provision. ඔන්න මෙතන අඩු නම් ඉතින්ට දාන්න ඕනේ ඉතුරු ටික දාන්න. එහෙනම් මේ credit නම් මේක debit. දැන් bad debts expense equal 50000. ඔන්න දැන් මෙතන දානකොට අපි think how to disclose income statement. Bad debts 50000 expense. But think doubtful debts expense equal 28000. Doubtful debts as expense 28000. Bad debts as expense 50000. Debtor closing balance equal 910000. From that value deduct closing balance of trade receivable. Closing balance of allowances for doubtful debts equal 91000. 910,000 minus 91,000. Think 910,000 minus 91,000 equal 819,000. Under provision. Think about double entry. Closing balance of allowances for expected losses will be equal 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. 10%. Question number 3. Try to complete. Then try to answer question of fourth one also. Try to answer question of fourth one also. ඔන සාමාන්‍ය එක්සෑම් එකේ ඉන්නේ මිනිමම් එක නම් ඒ කියන්නේ අන්ඩර් ප්‍රොවිෂන් ඕවර් ප්‍රොවිෂන් ඇඩ්ජස්ට් කරන්න ඕන. ඔන දැන් try කරන්න තේරුම් ගන්න මේ අන්ඩර් ප්‍රොවිෂන් එකක්ද ඕවර් ප්‍රොවිෂන් එකක්ද කියලා හොයාගන්න විදිය. ඒ කියන්නේ ඕපනින් බැලන්ස් එකක් තිබුණොත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඩිෆරන්ස් එක යන්නේ. ඒක තීරණය වෙනවා අන්ඩර් ප්‍රොවිෂන්ද ඕවර් ප්‍රොවිෂන්ද කියන එක අනුව. Think how to disclose income statement also. How to disclose income statement and statement of financial position. Prepare the ledger accounts. Think question of fourth one also. Prepare the ledger accounts, record given balance as a BBF, and recognize under provision over provision also. ඔන allowance එකේ balance එකක් තිබුණොත් record කරන්න difference එක. ඒතර allowance එකේ opening balance එක අඩුයි නම් under provision එකක්. allowance එකේ opening balance එක වැඩි නම් over provision එකක්. Think how to disclose income statement and statement of financial position also. Question of fourth one also same way. Question of fourth one also same way. Prepare for ledger accounts. 3 හැදෙන තැන් හදාගෙන ඉන්න සරෝම. Question of fourth one, prepare for ledger accounts and record given balances as BBF. Question of fourth one also same way. It has given balances, bad debts also given balance, and allowances for doubtful debts also given balance. First one record given balances as a BBF. And recognize under provision, over provision also. Under provision and over provision. Right, question number fourth one. Prepare the ledger accounts, details assets. Adan try karanna, it is mak hadapon haradikila balan. Then think how to discuss on the financial statement also. Question number fourth one. Think under provision as well as over provision also. Under provision and over provision. When මෙතන බැරි වෙලාවත් over provision එකක් ආවොත්, if it is over provision should be recorded here within brackets. Here under expense as a doubtful debts, if it is over provision should be recorded here within brackets. Think question number fourth one. Prepare for ledger accounts. Data balance it is given 761,000. 761,000 data account balance as a balance brought forwards. And bad debts account balance it is given 29,000. Bad debts account balance 29,000 as a BBF. As well as allowances for doubtful debts account balance it is given 119,000. Credit side as a balance brought forwards. Allowances for doubtful debts asset, but effect for asset decrease credit balance. Prepare the ledger accounts and record given balance as a BBF. Record given balance as a balance brought forwards. Bad debts account balance available. Debtors account balance available. As well as allowances for doubtful debts account balance available. Record given balances as a BBF. Then see the adjustment. Think bad debts available adjustment also. Bad debts available adjustment also. 21,000 should be written off from debtor as impairment loss on trade receivable. And balance of allowances for expected losses on trade receivable as at 31st March 25 should be 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. There are two adjustments. Think about first one, bad debts. Effect for debtor decrease, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. And given adjustment bad debts 21,000, effect for debtor decrease, debtors account credit as a bad debts, debtors account credit as a bad debts, and bad debts account debit 21,000 as a debtor. Bad debts account debit as a debtor 21,000. Debtors account credit, bad debts account debit, double entry. Effect for debtor decrease. Thing is step number one, bad debts available in the adjustment. Debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. Then try to calculate remaining balance of trade receivable. Think remaining balance of trade receivable 761,000. Take that value credit side also. And difference value as a balance carry down. Remaining balance of trade receivable equals 740,000. Remaining balance of trade receivable equals 740,000 as a balance brought forward. Based on that value, 10% should be calculated as doubtful debts. Think bad debts, effect for debtor decrease, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. But think doubtful debts. Think balance of allowances for expected losses. When make a closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනලු 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Closing balance of allowances for doubtful debts account should be equal 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Think remaining balance of trade receivable equals 740,000. Based on that value, 10% equal 74,000. Think remaining balance of trade receivable equals 740,000. based on that value 10% equal to 74,000 අන්න ඒක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනලු මේකේ closing balance එකට. දැන් හොඳට බලන්න opening balance එක වැඩි දැන්. ඔන්න opening balance එක වැඩි නම් අපි ඒකට කියනවා over provision කියලා. මෙතන balance එකක් තිබුණොත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම යන difference එක යන්නේ normal double entry doubtful debts expense account debit allowances for doubtful debts account credit normal double entry. හැබැයි ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ මේ opening balance එක වැඩියෙන් තිබුණොත් double entry අනිත් පැත්තට යන්නේ. මොකද මේකේ closing balance එක අනිවාර්යෙන් සමාන වෙන්න ඕන මේකේ 10% වලට. Therefore, if it is given opening balance in the allowances for doubtful debts accounts, difference value should be recorded. Opening balance එක වැඩි නම් ඒකට අපි කියනවා over provision කියලා. over provision. දැන් මොකද අපි කරන්න ඕනේ? මෙන්න මේ දෙකේ gap එක අනිත් පැත්තට දාන්න double entry එක. normal double entry doubtful debts expense account debit allowances for doubtful debts account credit. දැන් මේ පැත්තට යන්න. allowances for doubtful debts account debit doubtful debts expense account credit. අන්නේම over provision එකක් ආවොත් මෙතන හොඳට බලන්න. Under sales and distribution expense as a doubtful debt should be recorded within brackets. Very important. As a doubtful debt under expense should be recorded within brackets if it is given over provision. දැන් හොඳට බලන්න මොකද කරන්න කියලා. ඔන්න balance එකක් තිබුණොත් ලේසිම ක්‍රමය තමයි මෙන්න මෙහෙම closing balance එක විදියට. මෙතන carry down කරගන්න. as a balance carry down. මොකද්ද closing balance of trade receivable 10%. ඔන්න මේක double entry යන විදිය තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? හොයන 10% මෙතන carry down කරගන්න. මොකද අනිවාර්යෙන් මේකේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕන 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Remaining balance of trade receivable equals 740,000. Based on that value 10% equals 74,000. මෙතන balance එකක් තිබුණොත් හැම වෙලේම carry down වෙන්නේ අර 10% ගන්න 74,000 as a balance carry down. That value should be recorded credit side as a balance brought forwards. දැන් මේකේ difference එක මේකට මාරු කරන්න. under provision නම් මේ පැත්තට යනවා over provision නම් මේ පැත්තට යනවා. ගන්න මුලින්ම opening balance එක දාගන්න. Remaining balance of trade receivable 10% should be calculated. That value should be recorded as a closing balance. දැන් මේක difference එක තමයි මේකට යන්නේ. දැන් කොහොමද යන්න බලන්න. මේ දෙපැත්තෙන් වැඩියෙන් තියෙන කොයි පැත්තේ කියලා බලන්න. This side 74,000, this side 119,000. මේ පැත්ත වැඩි. ගන්න මෙතෙන්. හොඳට බලන්න. Same value should be recorded other side. ඔන්න දැන් difference එක මෙතෙන්ට එන්නේ. එහෙනම් මේක debit නම් මේක credit. expense එක credit වෙනවා කියන්නේ over provision එකක්. opening balance එක වැඩි කියන්නේ over provision එකක්. difference value. Think here difference value equal 45,000. Allowances for doubtful debts account debit, doubtful debts expense account credit. දැන් අනිත් පැත්තට යන්න බලන්න. Allowances for doubtful debts account debit as a doubtful debts and doubtful debts account credit as a allowances for doubtful debts. Think about over provision. අන්න ඒක මෙතන දානකොට දාන brackets වල. Think data minus allowances for doubtful debts should be recorded under current assets. Data minus allowances for doubtful debts should be recorded under current assets. Bad debts and doubtful debts should be recorded under sales and distribution. ඔන්න මෙතන දැන් දානකොට doubtful debts එක මේ බලන්න. doubtful debts brackets වල දාන්න 45,000. ඔන්න මතක තියෙන්න ඕනේ if it is given over provision, if there is over provision should be recorded within brackets. But bad debts total value equal 50,000. ඔන්න bad debts කියන expense එකක් close කරන්න ඕන. මේක total එක නම්බර 50,000. Therefore under expense should be recorded 50,000 bad debts. Here 50,000. Bad debts account total value equal 50. But think doubtful debts very very important this parts. මෙතන brackets දැම්මේ ඇයි කියලා හිතන්න. If there is over provision should be recorded within brackets. මේ පැත්තට ආව නම් under provision එකක්. එහෙනම් මෙතන without brackets යන්න. And here think data closing balance equals 740,000. minus allowances for doubtful debts closing balance equals 74,000. මෙතන කොහොමදත් brackets වල යන්නේ. හැබැයි මෙතන අනිවාර්යෙන් brackets වල යනවා කියලා මම කිව්වේ නෑ. If there is O provision within brackets, if it is under provision without brackets. But data should be disclosed. Data minus allowances for doubtful debts under current assets. Think data closing balance under current assets. Value equals 666,000. Think bad debts and doubtful debts. And think about under provision, over provision also. Bad debts can expense account should be closed. Bad debts is expense should be closed. Think doubtful debts also expense account should be closed. Close කරනකන් මෙතන අපි income statement කියලා දානවා 50,000. Think bad debts and doubtful debts. Allowances for doubtful debts closing balance should be equal 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Think under provision as well as over provision. On bad debts එන විදිය බලන්න. First one, think how to prepare ledger accounts and think how to disclose on the financial statement also. Think below on accounting concepts, prudence concepts as well as matching concepts. Prudence concept and matching concepts. තව එකක් හදන්න. This is the question number fourth one. මොන තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න under provision over provision also. This one question number fourth one. Think how to disclose under provision over provision. Allowances for doubtful debts. Allowances for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts. Data value will not be able to recover. Bad debts mean it is confirmed data value cannot be recovered. Sure එකටම හම්බෙන්නේ නෑ bad debts. Data මේ doubtful debts. Data value will not be able to recover. අනාගතේ හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. It is called doubtful debts. Prudence concepts. Asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Based on prudence concepts. Matching concept means income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Then think under provision over provision. On a doubtful debts expense වල දානකොට brackets වල දානවාද brackets නැතුව දානවාද කියන එක තීරණය කරන්න ඕන. Under provision over provision තීරණය කරන විදිය තේරුම් ගන්න ඕන. ඒ කියන්නේ opening balance එක අඩුයි නම් under provision එකක්. Provision for depreciation වල. Allowances for doubtful debts වල opening balance එක අඩුයි නම් under provision. Opening balance එක වැඩි නම් over provision. Question number 5 also try to answer. 5. Balances is given bad debts and allowances for doubtful debts also. හදන්න try කරන්න බලන්න. Question of 5 also try to answer. Prepare for ledger accounts. Question of 5 also same way. Prepare 3 ledger accounts and record given balances as BBF. Try to recognize under provision and over provision. Record given balance as BBF. Question number 5. හදාන්න try කරන්න. මම හදපුවම හරිද කියලා බලන්න. Prepare for the accounts. Question number 5. And record given balances as BBF. Think about matching concept and prudency concept also. Matching concepts. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Prudency concepts. Asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Prepare for the accounts. Then think how to disclose on the financial statement also. Income statement and statement of financial person. Question number 5. First one, record given balances as a BBF. Record given balances as a BBF. Think data 896,000. 896,000 as a balance brought forwards. Bad debts account also given balance 16,000. Think bad debts as a balance brought forward 15,000, 16,000. And allowances for doubtful debts also given balance 64,000. මේ තියෙන ගිය අවුරුද්දේ closing balance එක මේ තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි bad debts එකේ balance එකක් විදිහට එන්නේ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ balance නෙවෙයි. මේ තියෙන මේ අවුරුද්දේ වෙච්ච bad debts එක record කරලා තියෙන්නේ already. But allowances for doubtful debts, that is asset accounts, this is a previous year closing balance. ඒකට මේට සමාන ගාණක් ගිය පාර expense වල ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. Try to recognize under provision over provision doubtful debts. ඔන්න doubtful debts වල difference එක යන්න බලන්න. Bad debts වල total එක යන්න. Right, first one, record, prepare the ledger account like this. And if it is given balance, record as a balance brought forwards. Then think bad debts also given adjustment. Bad debts available in the adjustment equal 14,000. What's the double entry? Debtors account credit 14,000 as a bad debts. Bad debts account debit 14,000 as a debtor. bad debts account debit 14,000 as a debtor. Think debtors account credit, bad debts account debit, double entry. Then remaining balance of trade receivable should be calculated. Remaining balance of trade receivable should be calculated. 896,000. Take the same value credit side and difference value as a balance carry down. Think difference value as a balance carry down. Therefore, difference will be equal 882,000. Remaining balance of trade receivable equal 882,000. Remaining balance of trade receivable equal 882,000. Then based on that value, 10% should be calculated as a doubtful debts equal 88,200. 88,200. Think debtor closing balance equal 882,000. Based on that value, 10% equal allowances for doubtful debts. මෙන්න මේකේ closing balance එක සමාන වෙන්න ඕනලු 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Think opening balance 64, closing balance equal 88,200. Opening balance එක අඩු වෙන්නේ under provision එකක්. Opening balance වැඩි නම් over provision. දැන් ලේසිම වැඩේ තමයි calculate කරපු ගාන carry down කියලා දාන්න මෙතන. balance carry down කියලා. මෙන්න මේ උත්තරේ මෙතන closing balance එකට දාන්න උනා. Therefore here has a balance carry down 88,200. That value credit side as balance brought forwards 88,200. Allowances for doubtful debts account closing balance will be equal 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. 10% of the remaining balance of trade receivable. Now difference value should be transferred to the doubtful debts expense accounts. ඔන්න මේක මේ පැත්තට එන්නත් පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තට එන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඔක තමයි අල්ල ගන්න ඕන දේ. opening balance එක අඩුයි. තිබුණොත් මේ විදිහට දාන closing balance එක. දැන් මේක difference එක තමයි මේකට මාරු වෙන්නේ. දැන් මේ දෙපැත්තෙන් වැඩියෙන් තියෙන කොයි පැත්තද කියලා බලන්න. debit side total amount equal 88,200 but credit side 64,000. මේ පැත්ත වැඩි. 88,200. Take the same value credit side. Then difference value. Think difference value 24,200. මේ පැත්තට එන්න බලන්න. Under provision එක. Allowances for doubtful debts account credit as a doubtful debts. Doubtful debts account debit 24,200 as allowances for doubtful debts. Difference value. Allowances for doubtful debts 24,200. Difference value. Under provision. Think bad debts and doubtful debts. If it is under provision here without brackets, think bad debts total value equal 40,000 under sales and distribution, but doubtful debts 24,200. Difference value under provision. If it is under provision without brackets, ඔන්න මෙතන දැන් brackets වල නෙමෙයි අපි දාන්නේ. But debtor closing balance equal 882,000. From that value deduct closing balance of allowances for doubtful debts 88,200. 88,200. Think debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts. Debtor minus allowances for doubtful debts. Therefore, think debtor closing balance equals 793,800. $793,800. ඔන්න මෙතන doubtful debts brackets වල නෙවෙයි දාන්න දැන් without brackets. But bad debts total value. Think bad debts is expense account should be closed. Bad debts is expense account should be closed. Therefore, debit side total amount equal 30,000. take the same value credit side and difference value as an income statement. This is called closing entry. Think bad debts as well as doubtful debts. And think application part of matching concept and prudence concepts. Matching concept එක apply කරන මෙන්න මෙතන බලන්න. මෙන්න මේ income statement. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Expense income statement දාන්නේ matching concept එකට අනුව. But provision for doubtful debts. Provision එකක් කරන්නේ based on prudence concepts. Provision for doubtful debts, prudence concepts. Doubtful debts expense and bad debts expense based on matching concepts. Matching. Income should be matched with its corresponding expenses. Prudence concept mean asset and income should not be overstated. Liability and expense should not be understated. Think about application part of prudence concepts and matching concept also. And think bad debts, so doubtful debts, under provision, over provision also. Under provision and over provision. Bad debts available trial balance also. ඔන්න අන්තිමට තේරෙන්න ඕනේ bad debts යන්නේ දෙකේ total එක. adjustment තියෙන ගානයි trial balance එක තියෙන ගානයි දෙකේ total එක තමයි expense වල යන්නේ bad debts වල. But doubtful debts as expense should be considered difference value. අන්තිමට මතක තියෙන්න ඕන දේ doubtful debts නම් difference එක යන්නේ expense වලට. bad debts නම් total එක තමයි යන්නේ expense වලට. Think bad debts and doubtful debts assessment. We have been discussing lesson 5 as well as adjustment together. We are going to discuss sole proprietorship, partnership and company. Think process we have discussed already. Transaction events, source documents, prime entry books, ledger. Think general ledger, sub ledgers. Then trial balance we have discussed in the general ledger. Now we are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement based on trial balance. Based on trial balance. මේ question number 10 වෙනකන් හදාන්න ගෙදරින්. From next week I'll discuss EPF and ETF adjustment also and some other accounting concepts. ඔන්න prudence concept එකයි matching concept එක clear කරගන්න. ඊට පස්සේ ඊතුරු adjustment එක 10 වෙනකන් හදාන්න. ඒ ටික හදලා මට දාන්න මම ආන්සර් එක දාන්න ඊට පස්සේ මාක් කරලා දාන්න. හරි ඊතුරු ටික ගෙදරින් හදාන්න. Good night.